Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Stephanie Costa if you are new here, and today's video is going to be my first impressions on Selena Gomez beauty brand Rare Beauty. I'm so excited to try out this line. I've honestly been waiting for it since she announced she was going to do it, so I've been a huge fan of Selena since what was her Waverly Place, right when that came out. So, but although I am a fan of her, I don't believe I'm going to be biased for this little review, first impressions. So I will try my best to give you my honest opinion. One thing I would like to mention is I got kind of one of everything except for the setting mist. I'm so upset about that. The setting mist probably would have been my favorite item, but I did not see it when I was shopping on Sephora, so therefore I did not add it to my cart. Alright, apologies if the lighting looks a little different. I went ahead and waited until after one of my lectures to continue, so here we go. So first off, with the packaging of Rare Beauty's products, it comes in almost this linen resume paper feeling cardboard, and obviously that's not really that doesn't really matter with the product, but I thought I would just point that out. So the first product I'm going to try is the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. I got it in the mini size just because it's the first time I'm trying it out, so I didn't want to get a large container. So the mini size goes for $14 and the full size goes for $26. And also I believe the whole entire line is cruelty-free and vegan. So it is a water-based gel primer, and it says it smooths, hydrates, and illuminates. It also says creates an even tone on the skin. It's targeted for all skin types and has a radiant finish. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the illuminating effect with the primer. And it is a thinner consistency, so I feel like I can spread it out a lot onto the face. Feels really nice. Doesn't really have a scent to it, which I prefer. I prefer most of the products to be fragrance free. That looks really nice. I feel like if you don't wear much foundation, you could probably just use this to give some luminosity to your skin. So the next product of the line is this Brow Harmony Pencil and Gel. This brow product goes for $22. The pencil, you get 0.21 grams, and the brow gel, you get 2.25 milliliters of product. And for me, I got the shade Warm Brown. I'm hoping it's not too dark. And now just inspecting the pencil, it does have a triangled tip applicator, so I don't think I've tried another product like that, so let's see how this works. First, I'm just going to feather out the brows a little bit. So I'm going to use the pointed tip, I guess, to line my brows. It does look a bit more warm toned than my actual eyebrows, but hopefully overall it will look fine. So far my impressions are that you need to go in with a very light hand because it is a creamy formula, and I feel like it's going to place the pigment heavily on your brows. So I am dipping my usual brow pencil or brow tool to try to put that on the brow. I'm so used to pomade, so using a pencil almost looks like it's distributing way more product than I need it to. So it does have nice pigmentation, but just because it's a brow pencil, I don't prefer that. Again, I prefer pomades because I feel like I have more control on how much product I put onto my eyebrows. And also, I think a medium brown might be too like warm of a color based on like my roots. I think I should have gone with a more cooler toned brown because I have a feeling this is going to look a little orangey outside. But now I'm gonna try the brow gel, which I think is tinted. Yeah, it is. I usually wait to do my brow gel until like after I do my face and everything, but just for the sake of doing it right now. This, I would say, also go in with a light hand because it is tinted. And also, if you want like a quick and easy brow look, I would use this only instead of going in with both, because then your eyes might look a bit too heavy. But yeah, my eyebrows look way too warm toned for my face. I am going to sharpen the brows real quick and also apply some eyeshadow since her first release didn't have any eyeshadow, so I'm just gonna do that real quick and I'll be right back. So the next product in the line is this Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner in the shade Black. It says an intense waterproof liner that delivers bold, even strokes with a calligraphy style brush. Now, I've watched other people's reviews of this eyeliner and it seems like some work like shit and then some are like really good. But I'm gonna go ahead and shake it really good because I do not want this to be bad. Oh, and this goes for $19. This is actually a very pigmented black and super easy to apply. Wow, really, really good. Barely have to apply any pressure with the eyeliner to get payoff. Okay, so this worked really well. Again, super easy to use, very pigmented. I love the paintbrush tip. There was a tiny bit of transfer on my upper lid when I opened my eyes, but it's very minimal. I think you can't even tell, so it may take like an extra second for it to dry down. But oh my god, love this. And the packaging though, and just love. So next item I got was this Liquid Touch Multitasking Sponge, which I've heard it feels very weird, almost like an actual like dish sponge because it's very like porous. Which, oh yeah, I can definitely see what they're talking about. It definitely has more texture than a typical beauty blender or really any foundation sponge that I've used. Now, considering that the foundation I believe is more on the liquidy side, I don't know if this sponge is the best for it because it might absorb too much product. But this is the size as it's dry. Now I'm gonna go put this underwater and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is what it looks like wet or damp. Probably about maybe 2 sizes bigger than what it was dry. So the sponge goes for $14, so $6 cheaper than a beauty blender does. And one thing I noticed when I was wetting the sponge is that the water looked more bubbly than what it normally does with other sponges, but I think that is because of how porous it is. It almost looks like as if there were soap in the sponge, but I don't believe that's the case. I honestly think it's because it's like a dish sponge, or it's very porous. I don't know if that's making sense. And along with the sponge, I'm going to be trying out the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. This is $29 and you get 1 ounce of product. I got the shade 160C. I'm hoping it's not too dark for me. Usually I go really white and it ends up making me super pale. But this time I went like a little bit darker than I normally would, so I'm hoping this will match me. So the website says that the foundation will give you medium to full coverage with a natural finish, which I like that. I like more of a natural finish, and I like more of like a light to medium finish, so hopefully that will cater to my needs. And also, just a shout out, the foundation comes in 48 shades. Selena Gomez already starting out right with her beauty brand. The product also says there will be no clogging or caking, so let's really test that out. So the foundation has a doe foot applicator. Some people like that, some people don't. It could give like cross contamination issues, but like I don't mind it. So I'm just gonna apply it right to my face. And it says put a few dots on the forehead, cheeks, and chin. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start out with that much and see what kind of coverage I get. Now I can already tell you the sponge feels very different as I expected on my face. It almost feels like it's doing like a little bit of a exfoliation as well as applying. Okay, so I think that color like perfectly matches my skin. Like I don't think I even have to put it on my neck really. Okay, so this is my skin, one layer with the foundation, and I definitely do like this finish with just the little that I put on my face. This gives me more of a light coverage, which I don't mind. I like more of a light coverage just to kind of get rid of like the redness in my face. So this honestly would be my thing, but I'm just for the heck of it, I'm going to go ahead and apply another layer. And this is what the sponge looks like right now. It doesn't actually look like it absorbed into the sponge that much, so that's not what I expected. Okay, so this is with a second layer of foundation. It does still look to me more like a light to medium coverage, but again, for my preferences, I like that. And I can also tell that there's not much coverage that's getting to my nose, and it still shows my freckles, which I actually don't mind. Now, the only bad thing right now that I can tell is that it kind of looks like it might cling to like a dry spot that I have on my chin area. I did put moisturizer on like an hour or two before putting on the foundation, so but hopefully it will get smoothed out with all the other products and then once I put a setting spray on. So the next item is a concealer. This is the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. This goes for $19 and I got the shade 120C. So I believe that's like a couple shades lighter than the foundation. And the concealer also has a doe foot applicator. So I'm going to apply this under my eyes and where I normally would put concealer, on my forehead a bit, on my chin, and also on the bridge of my nose. Usually I would have done a cream concealer on, but just for this look, don't need to go fully extreme. So she also has a concealer brush, but I did not get that. So I'm going to still be using the makeup sponge, but I'm just going to use the other side. So I have the concealer on, and now I would say again, not the most full coverage product. I think you could, if I had worse under eyes, I feel like you probably could still see some discoloration. I think the concealer kind of does like the bare minimum of what a concealer should do. So I definitely don't think I would recommend this to somebody who has like a lot of blemishes or really bad eye bags or just, you know, tired eyes. And at first I thought it was going to be dry on my under eyes, but it looks like over time it's heating up with my skin, so it is looking a bit smoother than when I first applied it. Now here's just a close-up of everything so far. Definitely going to be returning that eyebrow. Oh my god. So she didn't necessarily have a cream contour color or anything, but if you wanted to, you could definitely go in with a darker concealer and use that as a cream contour. Most of her products are cream based, so her blush and her highlighter, they're cream based, they're not powder. So going in with the next thing, I got the Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush in the shade Happy, which this one is just a pink, almost looks really intimidating pink shade. Now I definitely have heard that you need to go in very lightly with this blush because it can get overdone very easily. So honestly, I'm gonna put like one dot on each cheek. Oh, and this goes for $20. And again, this has a doe foot applicator. And I'm just going to do maybe 2 dots on my cheek, and we're gonna see how that goes. Ooh, that is intense. Also, like, this is like the first time I've ever used, I think, a cream blush. So this is a really good first impressions overall on these type of products. Wow. So I definitely should have went in with only 1 dot. So let's see if we can fuse this out a lot. Okay, so once everything's blended out, it actually isn't that bad. I'm going to use the side I had the foundation and concealer, see if that minimizes the pigment a bit more. Definitely not bad at all. It really does look like skin. It doesn't look like product. It just looks like your face is just really flushed, which honestly I dig. So next item is the Positive Light Liquid Luminizer. Now I'm gonna be really shocked if I like this because every liquid highlighter that I have, I never gravitate towards. I don't know why. I just prefer powdered highlights. I mean, so far I have like high hopes for this product, but my expectations are low, right? Makes sense. So this goes for $22 and you get half a fluid ounce. And also I got the shade Enlighten. And just because I like a very extreme glow, I'm going to overdo it with this product as well. Oh my god. Are you serious? Stop. I thought I was gonna return like half these products. And I'm probably not going to. So they do dry down a little bit fast, which I should have known. I feel like most liquid highlighters have done that for me. But it looks really good. And swear, like, just like it said, my face doesn't really look cakey at all. I swear, guys, I am not biased. I'm giving my 100% opinion on this video. But I'm honestly just a little bit shook. Now at this point, I would put my mascara on, so I'm going to do that real quick. So usually at this point, I would have set my foundation with powder, and then I would also use the setting mist, which I'm so annoyed that I didn't get. Maybe I'll trade it out for one of these items. But just to get like an overall test of the foundation and the concealer and everything, I'm not going to set it with powder, but I will set it with setting spray. Right now I've just been using an Apto Skincare face mist. It's almost out, so almost on to the next thing. So the next item is this With Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm, and I got it in the shade Praise. So it comes in this container like this, so I guess you can stack them on each other, something like that. I'm not sure exactly how that works. And it's just a lip balm like this. And this is $16, which is a lot for lip balm, so this might be one of those things I'm going to return. Now let's see if there's any pigment. Okay, yeah, there is a little pigment there. So there definitely is pigment. This shade particularly on me, I don't really care for. It's like a bit too peachy. It does feel really nice though. Definitely feels like chapstick and a little slippy, but like comfortable and not like messy. It is a little bit patchy on my lips, honestly. That could just be my lips at the moment. But I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't get me excited. So, moving on. Now I'm just going to wipe off that lip balm. Now the last product I have to give my opinion on is this Lip Soufflé Matte Lip Cream in the shade Courage. So the lip creams go for $20, and this is the shade I got right here. Ooh, this feels really good. And feels super familiar. Oh my god, I will tell you what it feels like in a minute. Okay, so I really like this formula. It has a very velvety feel on the lips. And it reminds me so much of the Sugar Rush Sugar Coat. I think it's just a velvet liquid lipstick. It feels on your lips exactly almost like the same as this product. But this is a close-up of the lipstick. Really cute. Pretty much what I said, like it's not completely matted down. It's a little bit creamy, but it does have a matte finish. Alright guys, so that completes this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, I try to make videos, post videos every Wednesday. Sometimes it doesn't always go that way because nursing school is my priority right now. So every now and then it will be later than Wednesday. But again, that is all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys. Bye. Guys, so I just wanted to come outside and get a better view of my face. I can barely see the camera right now, but hopefully you can. So this is what my face looks like right after putting on the makeup and outside in daylight. Hopefully I remember to show you again at the end of the day, but just wanted to give you this visual to help out your overall I guess opinion of the foundation, the concealer, and all the products. All right. All right guys, I am back for a final look at my makeup. It is about, maybe, what time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock. I probably had it on for about a good 9 hours. And there definitely is some wearing down of the makeup, but just a heads up, I did go for a walk today and I sweat. So there's bound to be some breakdown. Now there definitely is some oiliness in the T-zone area. It actually doesn't look horrible considering I worked out in it, but you can definitely tell I'm wearing makeup on my upper lip and then on my chin a bit, and even the nose really doesn't look that bad. But overall I'm really just shiny. Now when I used my phone earlier and I took it off my face, there was transfer of the foundation, but you can't really tell, I don't think, on my face. So I think I would normally just go ahead and set this foundation and concealer with setting powder like I normally do, but I think with just that, it would look flawless. Because guys, this really isn't that bad for 9 hours, a workout, and a meal. There's some wearing down of my eyeliner, but again, not bad. Eyebrows still intact. Lipstick pretty much gone, but with eating, it's bound to happen. And also, my under eyes don't look bad either. They're creasing a little bit, but nothing too major. So overall, I would say foundation, concealer, and everything was pretty darn good.